Alrighty then, what is going on guys, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc. When we last left off, we continued our investigation with Byakuya. We're trying to find out who killed Chihiro, and apparently Byakuya thinks that this genocide check is the one responsible for Chihiro's death. And that he actually has proof of it here in the archive. So let's see if Byakuya is telling the truth or he's bullshitting us. So, are they finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? Yeah, not gonna lie, this library does have quite a lot of interesting books and reports, especially the archive. The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. And that's what you were trying to say when it comes to trying to prepare yourself.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? Yes. Yes, indeed. It is so fantastic. It is so magnificent for an evil mastermind like Byakuya. This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope Speak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. That's true. I mean, if he didn't want to, if the mastermind didn't want us to get in here and find all of this information, he would have locked it. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. You know, I really hate Byakuya, but at the same time, I'm really disappointed in Makoto and his thinking. It's sort of like a balance between those two. Like, Byakuya is an extreme and Makoto is the other extreme. And I'm just in the middle over here. And the middle is always good. Sometimes it's good to be neutral, ladies and gents. I am listening to what Byakuya says, but at the same time, I'm not gonna believe like everything that he says. But at the same time, I'm not gonna deny like everything, like what Makoto may think right now. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? That's true. He doesn't think like commoners like Makoto. The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? Yeah, like everything? And like what? How long has it been since Byakuya has shown his interest in the library? And until now, how long has it been? Like 3-4 days? That is pretty impressive. But all this has to be like top secret, confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you, there is a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Oh my goodness gracious. Now it kinda makes me think that since Byakuya is telling about this secret council and all of this stuff, this could mean that it could be that Byakuya was chosen to be in this murdering game for a reason. It's not just because he's the ultimate affluent progeny. He does have some connections here. I don't know what those connections are to be exact, but to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim, without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. Or that it could be that he is the mastermind! I doubt it. Or maybe. Who knows? I certainly do not know. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing these reports. So this is definitely not your first time solving cases, now is it, Byakuya Togami? And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. Oh, could it be the report of Genocide Jack? This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every single crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Okay, and the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Nobody ever found out? Well, if people found out, like everyone in the media ever found out that the word bloodlust was written in that crime scene, wouldn't they think that wouldn't they find out that the bodies were also suspended as well? Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Okay, well, maybe, well, I don't know, the media and all, maybe they decided to not show like any image to the news and such, only that they would tell that the word bloodlust was written, and that's about it, so I guess there's that. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't the copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
Or it could be a higher-up. That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Wow! What an a-hole! What an a-hole! Jesus Christ. Okay, well, let me just see this, this case. Where is it? Like, do I have to check it like right over here? There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelves. All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents, for police eyes only. They are not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Okay, well I think that Byakuya said this before. Not for the common eyes, such as Makoto. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case. Okay, well maybe we should talk to Byakuya a little bit more. Maybe he has more like reaction shots, like reaction thingies over here. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Oh, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Okay, well he was serious about that. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. The murder cases of Genocide Jack. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh wow, look at this. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda, Shoji Gaku, Kano Issei, Takeshi Yoshida. Also, I'm sorry if I'm screwing these names over here. I'm trying. Kamatsuma Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Yumejima. There was no end to it. The one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. Wait a second over here. The victims suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Something's not adding up here. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays, in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspected lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. In a panic? Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. So it could be that this murderer was insane.
So in other words...
The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? Yes, Makoto. Except this is for real! So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Alrighty then. So we have the Genocide Jack case file as truth bullet.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! So this is what this is the evidence that you were talking about, Byakuya, that shows that Genocide Jack was the real killer. I do have my doubts about that. Something is definitely fishy here. But I guess we shall leave that for another time. As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on. Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Well, not really. I mean, I really wanted to get, I really wanted to go somewhere else. And just leave you alone. Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, I'm definitely gonna move the investigation on my own. I'm gonna move the investigation forward on my own. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, it felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. Yeah, it surely does, Makoto. It surely does. But I'm not gonna let him do that. Not right now. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. Or was it? And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go in to investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. Yes, we should definitely go there. I definitely need to investigate some more stuff right over there. And I wanted to do that, but Byakuya was being all cooperative and such and wanted me to go with him wherever he wanted. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. Yes, for example, Kyoko. I need to find out everything I can. Alrighty then. So I guess we shall definitely go and check on some stuff over here. First things first, let's see if somebody is right over here. Not exactly. There's like nobody on the second floor. Except those that are in the pool / the lockers and such. Yamada, what do you have to say?
Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if
I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I'm never gonna get tired of saying that. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find?
I cannot reveal that just yet.
That's it.
But I
Sure of it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Oh. So Yamada found something but won't tell yet. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well, it would seem...
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? You know, the tsundere type?
Okay, so where is Celeste now?
The warehouse by the dorms.
She was there, but at the same time, not there. What do you mean she was there, but at the same time not there? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Well, we're definitely gonna have to check on Celeste at one point, and she might end up being in the warehouse. Now back to the crime scene over here. We definitely have some stuff to check over here. Sakura.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak. Her body and her soul.
no weakness.
To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable, unconceivable even. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. It makes me go oh Super Saiyan. I cannot forgive this.
Oh god. Doing that voice, like Sakura's voice, but much deeper, it does hurt my throat. It is definitely not Monokuma, nor Mondo, but Sakura's voice that kills me. Mondo. I guess I'm gonna leave Kyoko at last, I don't know, just because. Just leaving the best for last. Okay, well... Yeah, he already said that. I guess he explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? Okay, well... Yeah, he already said that before. About the inferiority complex. Kyoko! Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something unrelated? Oh. She will investigate the Genocide Jet case, doesn't she? I wanna go with you. I mean, I already know some stuff here. Maybe Makoto should tell Kyoko about what he found out. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. Getting some advice from Kyoko Kirigiri. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. And I'll be praying for your success as well, Kyoko. So, Chihiro's handbook is missing. So it could be that we are talking about that theory that I had before about the killer murdering Chihiro. Well, actually, not really. It would work against the killer if the killer actually took Chihiro's handbook as well. Since the killer really wanted to make sure that Chihiro was found in the locker, and to be known that she was killed in the girl's locker, the killer wouldn't take Chihiro's handbook like that. So yeah, I guess we shall see about that. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girl's locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body. Aw man, but I wanna go with Kyoko too. Okay, well, Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Alright, Chihiro's e-handbook. Well, I guess we shall do what Kyoko said. Check the body once again. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Oh, I guess we shall definitely go with that. Just check her body. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with, well, looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Huh. A plug. What could that mean? I guess we shall find that out in the next thrilling, exciting episode of Danganronpa.